Hello everybody, Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and this one's going to be in kind of my newer mob battles world here in 1.16.5 because I will be having the Greek Cyclops from Ice and Fire going up against the various mutants of Mutant Beasts. So yeah, this ought to be interesting. I mean, it's a giant Cyclops versus a bunch of mutants. How cool is that? So this has got to be interesting. And I may have a few additional rounds if I think things can go both ways. So we'll see how this turns out. Well, let's pick out a good spot here to let them out. And let me see here. So making sure I got everything ready. Yes, that should be fine. Okay, so Cyclops versus Spider Pig to start out. And I don't... Are you going towards it, or... No, are you? I'm not sure if it's inching towards the Cyclops, or if it's just inching in that direction, period. Okay. This thing is very aggressive. I'm surprised it didn't aggro immediately on Spider Pig. I mean, it's going up against the Mecha Alphas, and it's not even really... That's not even how things are starting off, so yeah. However, they seem to be pushing back on it a bit. It takes a little while to do its stomp attack. This was unintentional, but interesting. It's like, okay. Can a basking Mecha take down a Cyclops? It's just an interesting thought. Is like his nose is like, yeah, I'm just gonna headbutt you. It's like you're raising your leg to stop. I'm just not gonna let you complete that action. I'm just headbutting you in a very painful position. This is like just ow. I mean, seriously. And if it gets a good hold, it deals a lot of damage. But this is hilarious. It's like, I think we found some tactical weaknesses in the Cyclops here. Yeah. So I'm stepping outside a little. Nope. I didn't help too much. It almost... again, spontaneous mob battle. This thing is, again, really aggressive. So a lot of these mob battles, it will just engage in immediately if it's orientated right. Mainly, it just has to see the enemy in front of its face. Which is, admittedly, a little tricky because it's a Cyclops. It doesn't have very good vision. But if it does see them, it will go for them. And it especially likes to get rid of things that are meant to be passive mobs. But Mechas kind of go between that because they can be both passive and hostile, depending on things. And the Mecha Alpha is the one that, is an outright fighter. Well, the regular Mecha's just, hanging out there. But, this Cyclops messed with the Alpha's pack, so guess what happens? Like, the Cyclops is like, ah! It's like, come on. It's like, come on, man. What can I... I would not have expected this. Just no. I would not have expected this at all. Like, meanwhile, there's I hear Sukuna is back, so this might be a mute point in a moment. Whenever he starts cutting loose, I may have to peaceful things in a moment just to get rid of him. But yeah, Mecha Alpha defeated a Greek Cyclops. I am very much amused. That was hilarious. Insanely unintentional. Like, that was so not planned. Oh, seriously, it just went to town on that group of Mechas, and the group of Mechas went to town on him. It's like, oh gosh. That was hilarious. Okay, so slow attack speed is a detriment on the Greek Cyclops. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay. Meanwhile, can we get you to attack this guy here, preferably quickly? Well, he tried. Thing is, it doesn't have much HP, and he deals a lot of damage on the bite. And the Snow Golem, chomp. Basically has enough HP to be 2 shots, so that didn't last long. Do I even... Yeah, I'll go ahead and use that. Okay, mutant skeleton time. Okay, he just went to it for it, but the mutant skeleton's like, nope, you're not holding on to me. He just jumps out and just wails on him from above. It's like, I have a technique against grapplers. Like, I know your style because I can grapple too. Okay, admittedly, the Cyclops got one on him that time, but I mean, it is just wailing on that Cyclops. And if it the Cyclops' eye is out now because of the dynamics of hit it with an arrow in the eye. Okay, he won, but look at how damaged he is, and he's lost an eye. So it's like, ow. It's like, okay, I made it out of that barely alive. It's like just pain and suffering. It's like, ow. Oh, like close to half, it like more than half his HP gone. Lost an eye. It still made it out, so they're pretty tough. But let's try that a slightly different way. Cyclops, mutant skeleton, and what happens if? Oh wait, he's sneaking up on him. Okay. So apparently, just naturally, the aggression of the Cyclops will start a mob battle quickly. Okay, that's fair. I was going to see if I could get the mutant skeleton to get the first blow. Okay, now he's got him at range where he's got his strength. So the mutant skeleton has him in a good, at least had him in a good position. Then he decided to go to melee range. The mutant skeleton, that was not a good decision. I mean, to be perfectly fair, he got him down a lot more that time. So it's comparable. I was again trying to get it to be where he starts off getting a good ranged start on him. But mutant skeletons aren't necessarily naturally that aggressive towards Cyclops. So again, wand. Okay, I can see how this will go naturally. The Cyclops will just get him if I don't act super fast. So let's just call this how it'll naturally be. Because, let's face it, that is how it's naturally going to be. Cyclops' aggression gets the mutant skeleton to go on him. But he may get in a bite or two to deal a lot of damage. But usually the mutant skeleton will leap out of his grip and shoot at him from above. Although the death throws can deal some serious damage, that time the Cyclops made it out with a good chunk of his health. And 97 out of 150 ain't bad, so that's a pretty variable fight as is. And that's just like as it naturally is, so I kind of prefer that whenever it happens, is whenever they just go for it. But that was the mutant skeleton. Let's go for the mutant creeper next time. Okay. It's like, okay, you're picking fight with a mecha again. It's like, you remember this didn't go very well for you the first time. Can it even damage that thing? Because I think it has certain size limitations as to what it can actually do. This one's just, okay, you're just going that way. I'm going to put another one over here. Just close to the mutant creeper. Let's just make this happen the normal way. Yeah, there we go. And the mutant creeper certainly has the attack speed advantage. It is going in for rapid headbutts. And of course it has this explosive stomp. So it's like bang. It's like I'm a creeper that explodes more than once because I'm a mutant. So I don't have to end my life in a kamikaze attack. It's going for it. It's going for the light. Oh, it went for the big heal. It went for the big heal. So it recovered like 30 HP. It did it again. It is back up to full health. Okay. It just bombarded the area with its minions. This guy is getting pummeled. Like, the Cyclops is getting pummeled by the mutant creeper. Okay, that was random. We had a... Okay, that was interesting. They just went totally flying. It's like, what's it doing now? It's just waiting on the nymph. I mean, they're both recovering. Are they taking a break? I think there's a pathing issue. I think they can't get to each other. I think that's what's happening. Is they've lost the ability to move around. You're stuck on a tiny corner. I know you're a big creature, but come on. There's no way that one little corner is going to stop you from doing your thing. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, actually. Okay, now you were aggro on each other before, so I think reminding you of what you were doing is perfectly fair. I said you could see that the Cyclops went at it with the Mutant Creeper on his own. So that was a perfectly fair start. And the Mutant Creeper just loves to headbutt. It's like bonk, bonk, bonk. And an explosive stomp. Exploding minions incoming. It's got a lot of them this time. That whiffed? That entire explosive barrage whiffed. Okay, this Mutant Creeper is just going for it. It's like, I am the ultimate Mutant Creeper. Okay, this guy does not do good on water either. Of course, he just got shot out of the water. Defeated by the mutant. That thing just healed itself up to full and maintained it. It's just like, you are so gone. Okay, round 2. I mean, the Cyclops has got to be able to do some damage, right? I mean, the Mutant Creeper can heal, but like 2 heals in a row, and then it just kept its battle rhythm going. The first one just had the advantage. Okay, this time they're wailing on each other at very close range, and the Cyclops is clearly doing more damage per hit. By like a lot. However, the Mutant Creeper has that big final attack. Oh, the Cyclops somehow survived, so this one can go both ways pretty easily, apparently, with a good chance of them tying, because we know what happens whenever a Mutant Creeper does this big thing at the right timing. Something can just get exploded. Okay, I'm going to go with round 3, just because I can. He stomped on him and it's like, no, you shall not stop me further. Is he going for the heal, or is he going for the... Yes, he went for the heal. Because he can go for the lightning. If he goes for the self-lightning, he gets totally powered up. If you think a Mutant Creeper or something, wait until you see a charge Mutant Creeper. Speaking of lightning, okay. That happened. And very much on cue. This one's also keeping his combat rhythm. And it just flung that Cyclops with his minions. The Cyclops is like, okay, how do I grab you? Can I grab you? You're a little wide. It wants to do the grapple. It's like, can't pick it up. It's too big. Got a leg spike there. Like, I can tell it's thinking about it. It's like, I want to grab this Mutant Creeper, but it's just too huge. Well, I can remind it to attack back. There we go. But will the Cyclops be able to get in any damage, or is it just overwhelmed by the Mutant Creeper? But it looks like this one's getting pounded. Oh wait, they're both in the water. We know what happened that one time. It might be able to... Oh, it just got launched. It was defeated by the minions. Okay, the Cyclops will apparently usually lose to the Mutant Creeper, but on occasion it might just win if it's lucky. If it's really lucky, it might just win. So I think what I saw was one of those rare occurrences where it just got lucky. Now we do have a few mutants left, obviously, because we have the mutant Enderman and we have the mutant zombie. Yeah, I need to lick my lips there, because the mutant zombie, I mean, that one's kind of known to be kind of the king of the mutants, and just because of his, yeah, again, naturally aggressive is the Cyclops. If it sees something great in front of it, it will go for it. But the mutant Enderman can teleport around. So it's like, no, I'm just teleporting right out of your grip. Of course, it did get hit that time. It's like clones. It's like, I'm getting hit by things. I don't even know which one's real. Okay, they're just swarming them now. Okay. It got out of that. But every time it actually manages to get a full bite, it deals so much damage. I think it actually got nerfed at some point, because I remember it previously dealing way more damage than that per bite. I'm pretty sure it's an armor-piercing attack. So it gets past armor, but not necessarily special other defense stats. Okay, that was cool. They gripped each other. Like, it did the telesmash up while it was being held, so... Grappleception. Okay. Will it finish it, or not? Will its death throws finish off the Cyclops? No, but it dealt a lot of damage. Like, he's definitely less than half, and going, ow. That's smart. Although he's not blinded, like... Wait, is he blinded? Let me look at his face. Oh, he got blinded somehow. Did that mutant Enderman hit him with a projectile in the face at some point? Because I know they can throw blocks. I think I may have missed a block throw in there. Then again, it may have been like some of the other energy hitting him in the face or something, because that also kind of counts. So, yeah, there's that. Let's reset his status to having an eye. Because that looked pretty decisive. Like, they really went at it with each other. So I think the Mutant Enderman loses out to the Cyclops. So Greek Cyclops versus Mutant Enderman, we know who wins. But let's go with. Oh, wait, are you gonna? Oh, that poor Mecha. That's just a regular Mecha. It won't fight back. It's gone. He's like, yeah, I'm just getting some meat. It's like, oh man, that was just got stomped. It's like, hey, mutant zombie, can you avenge that Mecha? Okay. Oh, that is awesome. Like, he did the smash up while he was being gripped, so it was like, whew, they just flung each other upward. Boing. And of course, the mutant zombie is well known for that, being like the flying hammer punch. It's interesting, because this one keeps looping in a way where he's not getting to use his shockwave move very much. Okay, he's down, but how much does the Cyclops have? Cyclops just ate a nymph. It's better if you leave them around to heal. Oh, wait, okay, the Cyclops barely has anything left, but the zombie just got taken down for the second time, so he's lost a couple of his extra lives already. But he took out the... Did they meet each other in death? No, the mutant zombie still got up. He's like, okay, I am triumphant. I am the king of the mutants, even after I use a few extra lives. It's like, I kind of want to do that again just because that was, in its own way, kind of close. I mean, not as much as it could be in some ways, but in others, yeah, because, again, mutant zombie only comes back with so much health each time, so it does have kind of a collect health pool that's pretty high. And, I mean, it doesn't start off as a slouch. It starts off same HP as the Cyclops, like 150 versus 150. Like, this should be as even as it gets, but it's clearly not, because, again, Mutant Zombie has an additional health pool because of its extra lives. Which is... Or is it extra on deaths because it's a zombie? I'm not entirely sure how that one should be phrased now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, the Cyclops got in a pretty good chomp there. Oh, that was pretty fast. I mean, Cyclops still has 62 HP left this time. So this might be a little more blunt. Oh, that was like an instant yoink. It's like grab, chomp. It's like, I munch you now. But now he's distracted. Oh, how is he chomping that fast? That one didn't even look like it reached his mouth. Note, this isn't the daytime. That guy's just munching everything. So this time, the Cyclops won. So that one might be about even. And very dependent on circumstances. Okay, now he's... Okay, he needs a height advantage to attack the Aerosaurs. Which is funny because they're kind of passive. It's like, just to be able to hit this, I need to be able to, get a good stomp in. This guy is so aggressive. I definitely want to do more mob battles with the Greek Cyclops over time. For, like, so many reasons. Right now, he's trying to show off his dance moves, but that's Cyclops style for you. He's doing the Cyclops dance. Yeah, he's very happy about his victories, and he's doing his dance. So, okay, I think he's celebratory enough right now. Okay, so that was some interesting results. I mean, clearly the Spider Pig and Mutant Snow Golem didn't do so well, but apparently it'll probably usually win against the Mutant Skeleton, but on occasion, I guess if the Mutant Skeleton gets the right advantage, it might be able to win. It just doesn't seem to be very often, so that's kind of probably a rare thing. But Mutant Creeper usually wins. It apparently just it's very unlikely for the Cyclops to actually be able to get in enough damage in time to also survive the big blast at the end. So yeah, we know what happens whenever a Mutant Creeper goes nuclear. It's usually game over for whatever's in the vicinity. So yeah, the Mutant Enderman just gets wailed on. I mean, that is kind of surprising when you think of how the mutants normally scale up with each other. But it just gets completely wailed on by the Cyclops. And the mutant zombie, apparently there is a chance for the Cyclops to win. So that's also something. In fact, they might be a bit more matched up between each other than I first thought, because when you think of the sheer offense of the Greek Cyclops here, that's I mean that if it gets in some good grabs before the mutant zombie can get out of it, it really can just chomp. So yikes. So again, this guy's showing himself as being strong even against the mutants. So that's interesting. Of course, they've also managed to nail him a few times too, so that made things even more interesting, actually. That it's not quite as clear as just total domination in any of those circumstances, except, of course, this guy versus the two lesser mutants. They just don't last. So they just don't last. So yeah. So we can apologize to Spider Pig and Mutant Snow Golem for the complete mashing that they had. Where they were the mash. Anyhow, I'll be logging off for now. Hope to hear from you all later. So bye for now, and remember, there will be more mob battles.